Up, Whitey Nerdigans, this is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and you're getting a hashtag Nerdigan rant right now. More like a hashtag Book Nerdigan rant right now. Because I've been needing to make this for a really long time, and just watching this tonight's episode of Shadowhunters just finally broke me, and seeing the Allegiant preview really pissed me off. So let's get into what this is about. This is about book to movie adaptations or book to TV adaptations. They piss me off so much. There's an exception of some of movies / TV shows I can watch because I watched them first before I read the book, so there's that nostalgia thing going on. But most of the time, they piss me off. Princess Diaries and Princess Diaries 2 actually get a pass for another reason. If you've read the Princess Diaries series by Meg Cabot, the series actually makes fun of the movies. So I can't remember which book exactly it's in, but I love that it does that. So Meg Cabot, you are awesome. And by the way, Meg Cabot now follows me on Twitter, which I'm really excited about. But okay, now I'm getting off track. Let's get back to why these movies piss me off. So when I go see a movie based on a book I read, I'm expecting to see what I read in the book on the screen. And I'm going to go through my experiences of this and tell you nerdigans why I've given up on book to movie adaptations / book to TV adaptations, Shadowhunters being the latest of the bunch. So, Harry Potter was my big thing. I'm the total Potter nerdigan for life. I'm a Slytherin girl. Yeah, you can freaking hate, but Slytherin got me set my Deathly Hallows book second for the midnight release at Barnes & Noble, so can't hate on Slytherin. Anyway, so I saw the first 5 movies in theaters, and book 1 had a couple of things missing that I would have liked to seen, such as they kind of screwed up on when they went to go get the Sorcerer's Stone. They kind of screwed that up because they didn't have the flute that Harry was supposed to get from Hagrid, and I believe Harry was the one playing the flute and to get past Fluffy. And they didn't show the troll room, and they didn't show the potions room, which I thought was really important, because the potions room is where, Hermione gets to shine, and Hermione gets to shine a little bit, with the Devil's Snare, but if you remember, I'm spoiling Sorcerer's Stone. If you haven't read it, then I don't know where the fuck you've been. If you remember in Sorcerer's Stone, after the night scene, that's when they left. Harry and Hermione left Ron in the chess room and then went to the next room. The other thing that frustrated me is, and I would have loved to seen, is Harry's experiences at school, human school, and Muggle school, I should say. And we didn't get to see Dudley's friend. I don't remember his name off the top of my head because it's been a long time since I've read Harry Potter. But Dudley's friend was supposed to be there too, and he thought it was hella badass when Harry unleashed the snake. I remember that. So yeah, those were the main things missing in that book. And I guess from what I understand, it had to do with time, and that's why they didn't include maybe that's why they didn't include the extra room. So whatever. I'll give it a pass for now. And then let's get to Chamber of Secrets. Chamber of Secrets, I like Dobby. I love how they did Dobby. I'm going to say right now, I love how for the Harry Potter films, the casting is beautiful. I love the casting, and Alan Rickman, rest in peace, he was an amazing Snape. So I will give him props for that. I love my Tom Felton. Yes, I do. And this was the last movie where Tom Felton had his hair slicked back for Malfoy, which pissed me off because in the books, Malfoy always has his hair slicked. So I didn't understand why you got rid of that in Azkaban. But Christopher Columbus, who directed the first 2 movies, he actually did a pretty decent job. And there was a couple of things missing in Chamber of Secrets. I just can't think of it off the top of my head. Because I have to reread the book, and then maybe I'll do when I do another rant on it, or when I do a book nerdigan discussion on it, that's when I will do a rant on that. But anyway, and then let's get to Prisoner of Azkaban. Oh, that movie is when it started to go downhill. First of all, Harry does not get the firebolt at the end of the movie, or the end of the book, like they did in the movie. He gets it in the middle of the book, and everyone's all excited for the firebolt, and I remember McGonagall checking it for jinxes and spells, and everyone's just gelling, and I would have loved to seen Harry fly on the firebolt in this one, because in Goblet of Fire, he doesn't get to play Quidditch at all, but we do get to see some broom action. We do. So, yeah. Prisoner of Azkaban, that was the main thing that frustrated me. Oh, and also, we didn't get to, and I just remembered this for Sorcerer's Stone, we didn't get to see them give Fluffy away to Ron's brother Bill. And that's important because Ron didn't, and they screwed this up too, and I just realized this, and this pisses me off. Ron didn't get detention with Harry, Hermione, and Neville and Malfoy. It was just because Ron was in the hospital wing because he had that nasty bite from Fluffy on his finger. So, I wish that scene would have been in there because it didn't make sense. God, okay. But other than, so, and now I've finished my thing for Sorcerer's Stone. Prisoner of Azkaban, I loved the casting. Again, I love the casting. The casting is not the problem. It's the execution. The plot getting mixed up. It just is like, ah! It annoys me so much. And then, I think was Dobby in the third one at all? No, Dobby, the one that they fucked up real, oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Goblet of Fire. I saw that movie in theaters, I want to say 2 or 3 times. I don't know why I tortured myself with that. Maybe it was because I was just like, being like, I think it was just because at the time I was in love with Tom Felton. I was, okay? I'm a sucker for blondes. Leave me be. So, Goblet of Fire, first of all, should have been split into 2 movies. Book 7, I'm glad they split into 2 movies, but Goblet of Fire really, really needed to be split into 2 movies. Because there was so much detail missing, and you know how thick that sucker is. The 4th book's like that thick. And they didn't have the house elves of all, and that pissed me off, because something that J.K. Rowling does, which I love, is that she has stuff consistently throughout the series that plays a part in Book 7. Well, we didn't get to see Winky. We didn't get to see the kitchens. I wanted to see the kitchens so bad. I wanted to see what they looked like, because when they went, I remember the chapter of when they went to the kitchens. That the house elves were giving them all this stuff, and also all this food, and also we didn't get Hermione's thing. Hermione had her group to help to liberate the house elves, the liberation movement, the house elf liberation movement front. I think that's what it was called, but we didn't get that in there, and I was like, oh, really? And yeah, the Quidditch World Cup looked awesome, but we didn't get to see the mascots. That is my beef with the Quidditch World Cup. We didn't get to see the mascots, which I would have loved to seen. What was the other thing? We didn't get to see any of the plays, and there was the plays. I would have loved it. I wanted to see the Quidditch World Cup, and that is one thing that has been a problem with these movies, period, is the lack of Quidditch. Why the fuck aren't you? I guess it's time or whatnot, but this is why this book should have been split into 2 movies. But seriously, like, why? Why did you do that to us? Like, especially the hardcore Harry Potter fans like me. It pissed me off so much. And we didn't get our house elves. Yeah. Those were the main things that bothered me in that movie. Oh, and the other thing that bothered me in Prisoner in Azkaban, we didn't meet Cho in the third in Prisoner of Azkaban, which we were supposed to, and that's why Quidditch is important, because Harry had started developing his crush for Cho on the Quidditch field, if you guys remember that. But they did not put that in the 3rd movie either, and it was when Harry was on his firebolt. God damn it, that pisses me off so much. And another thing is, that was important for Winky was when she was, oh god, with the younger Mr. Crouch Jr. in the woods, because she was there with him when he created the Dark Mark, and she had Harry's wand in her hand. So I did not understand, how could you not include Winky? I mean, come on. From what I understand, it was a ball on a fucking stick. There was no excuse not to include her. All right, let's get to book 5. Book 5, Order of the Phoenix, out of all the movies, I will say Order of the Phoenix is probably my favorite. Because Order of the Phoenix had everything. It was almost perfect. Almost. And what frustrates me the most about Order of the Phoenix is they actually had extra time to include Quidditch and Weasley as our king. Why the fuck would you not include Quidditch and Weasley as our king when this is that's Ron's time? And I would have loved to seen that shit. And we didn't get to experience that. We didn't get to see Angelina go off on Harry and all that shit. But, like, I loved, the fighting was good, and I think there were some things that were missing in the fight as well, in the Department of Mysteries. I just can't remember. I have to rewatch it for me to give you a better explanation. But Order of the Phoenix, I thought, was probably the best one. I think we had that moment with Gromp as well, without Ron. Yeah, we had the Gromp. I liked Gromp. Gromp was good. I liked it. Okay. And, oh, now I remember. Okay, first of all, J.K. Rowling, how could you let them fucking take away Dobby's moment? Dobby was supposed to be the one that took them to the room of requirement for Dumbledore's army. We didn't get to see a lot of the practicing with Dumbledore's army, which would have been nice. We saw a little bit, but, you know, that will suffice for me, that we saw a little bit. Oh, we didn't see, what's his name? We didn't see a lot of Mundungus Fletcher, which I wanted to see. I wanted to see more of Mundungus Fletcher. We didn't get to see him either, which really sucks. I don't know if they just forgot about him or what. I would have liked to see Mundungus Fletcher because he was so fucking funny in the books. Oh, I really wanted Mundungus to be there, especially since he's a fucking coward and he screwed Moody over in book 7. All right, let's get to book 6. All right, book 6. Okay, I could not watch more than 5 fucking minutes of this movie. Even though I heard that through a comment section that the Unbreakable Vow was in there. Why the fuck did you have that scene of Harry Potter in a fucking restaurant with that waitress? I did not understand that. As soon as I saw that, I saw the first 5 minutes of it, I was like, no, I can't, I'm done, I can't even watch any more of this. You fucked up the first 5 minutes of the movie. The first 5 minutes of the movie should have been fucking Harry. It should have been Bellatrix and, oh god, what's her name? Shit, and Malfoy's mom. I can't remember her name. I think it's Narcissus. Yeah, I think it's Narcissus, but I can't remember right now. Go to Snape's, and we see Peter Pettigrew there, too. So I did not understand why did you fuck that up? I would have loved to watch the rest of the movie, but I couldn't because of that shit. That's enough said. Enough said for me right there was that. Okay, and then let's get to the book 7, part 1 and 2. All right, so and because of that, actually, because of book 6, I was like to myself, I can't do this anymore. And, like, when they show Deathly Hallows, like, on TV, I'll put it on. But I just am like, this has nothing to do with the book. The scenes that I go on to, because I know book 7 pretty well, it has nothing to do with it. And I'm just glad that they at least had the Dobby death scene, because that was important. Because, again, in book 6, I don't know if they did it or not, but they probably didn't. They did not have Dobby or Winky, which are important fucking characters. And, in the 5th one, we did see Creature for a little bit, and I just remember we didn't get the Screaming Portrait. Why didn't we get the fucking Screaming Portrait? That would have been nice. Or, you know, his mother. Sirius's mother. But yeah, that's all I can give you for Harry Potter. Alright, let's get to, Divergent. in Insurgent. I tried. I watched like 5 or 10 minutes of that movie and I was like, what the fuck does this have to do with the book? So for Divergent, from what I remember, they didn't show the scene where they didn't show the scene where they tried to kill Triss and one of her friends dies. They didn't show the person dying, first of all, and I was thinking, and they didn't show it in the pit either, that's where it was supposed to be, was the pit. And I was just like thinking, are you freaking kidding me? And let me start with the casting. Unlike Harry Potter, this casting was really bad. When I saw Triss, I was like, that's not her. That ain't Triss. I'm sorry, that is not Triss at all. I do not see Triss here. I don't. Please, if any of you think that's Triss, please tell me. And when I saw Tobias, I was like, and I heard him act, I was like, or heard him speaking, I was like, that is not fucking Tobias. I just am not buying it. I was not buying that shit at all. I wasn't. What's the other movie I was thinking of that really fucked up? That a book that I really liked. After that, I was like, I just can't. And I saw the preview for Legion. I'm like, I still don't buy it. That is Triss. Oh, I gotta mention 50 Shades of Grey. Now I'm totally going out of order, but I have to mention 50 Shades of Grey. I tried. But when I saw the preview and saw who was playing Christian, I'm like, that is not fucking Christian Grey. He doesn't have blonde fucking hair in this movie. In the book, he has blonde hair. Why do you not have Christian Grey with blonde hair? That doesn't make any sense. And then when I saw the person playing Anastasia, no offense, but that did not look like Anastasia to me. And there was a scene where, she's making him breakfast. Her hair was not up, and her hair was not done correctly. It wasn't. It pissed me the fuck off. I was just like, are you kidding me? Really, movie? I mean, like, for the most part, it followed the story pretty closely, but, like, I just was like, really? Really, you're gonna do this? Okay, well, again, Princess Diaries and Princess Diaries 2 gets a pass because Meg Cabot made fun of it in the book. But first of all, I gotta say this, before those book installments of this, I had to struggle there for a second. Before those installments came out in the series, I think it was in the 5th or 6th book, or maybe it was the 3rd or 4th one that she started mentioning movies. First of all, Princess Diaries does not take place in fucking San Francisco, even though I love San Francisco. San Francisco's my hometown. No, it took place in Manhattan. And plus, and I love that the book club made fun of it because Mia was like, because Grammere a total bitch. First of all, Grammere is not nice. She is a total bitch. She's not nice at all. Second of all, her dad's alive in the fucking book. Like, why? I have to ask the directors why you allow this to, the writers, excuse me. I have to ask you authors, why do you allow this to happen to your books? Why? Just why? You're killing me here. But from what I understand, the authors don't have complete control, but that's a load of bullshit because E.L. James, I think that's her name, she had full control of 50 Shades of Grey. She said she had control of the script. I don't understand that argument. J.K. Rowling, if you had control of the script, you would have made sure that there was Quidditch in there. You wouldn't have cut Quidditch out. You wouldn't have cut all that shit out because you know how important they are in the 7th book. But, God. Alright, I gotta get to the TV series too, because there are definitely a couple that really piss me off. First of all, the Carrie Diaries. I've read both books, by Candice Buchel, the Carrie Diaries, and Summer in the City, which are really, really good. They are the prequel to Sex in the City, for those who don't know. They're really good books. I'll do book Nerdigan discussions on them when I get to do more contemporary stuff. Maybe around the time when I reread Princess Diaries. That's when I'll reread the Candice Buchel books. But, first of all, all the shit that I saw in the Carrie Diaries TV show didn't even fucking happen in the book. I was like, what are you doing? Candace, how can you allow this to happen? I've not read Sex and the City, the book. I've watched the TV show. I love the TV show. I love the movies. I have not read the book. But I've read the Carrie Diaries and Summer in the City. And the Carrie Diaries TV show had nothing to fucking do with the Carrie Diaries series. And that's where my fucking problem is. Like, yeah, you had the characters there. Sure. But you didn't follow the story at all. Just saying. What I would love is, and I thought Shadowhunters was going to do this, to be honest, is if I were an author and I was going to have my shit made into a TV series, I would probably, depending on how long the chapters are, granted, you have to look at how long the chapters are. I haven't read the Shadowhunter series in a while, so I don't remember how long the chapters themselves are, but like, if I had long chapters in there, I would totally do like an episode, like an hour. I would probably do 2 chapters per episode. Because then you could do a season for City of Bones, a season for City of Ashes, a season for City of Glass, and so on and so forth. And it would be correct. It would be perfect. And I would love it. But Cassandra, I told you I was going to try, and you gotta understand why I've given up. Because if you nerdigans have been watching Shadowhunters, first of all, I gotta talk about City of Bones too, the movie. Oh my god. First of all, City of Bones, the movie, let me go into that first. First of all, that's not fucking Jace. I'm sorry, that is not the Jace I pictured in my head. The Jace I pictured in my head was a lot sexier than the Jace in that fucking movie. Second of all, Clary, your hair is supposed to be bright orange, and the TV and Shadowhunters did get that correct. I'm still not feeling Jace though. Like Jace is supposed to be a pretty boy. The Jace that they presented to me here is not a pretty boy. He does not look good at all. I'm sorry. Like, blonde, it's the face. I don't like the face. The face, oh god, he's a butterface. Oh god. Okay. But this Clary, I will say, is a lot better. She looks like Clary to me. The only problem I have is maybe the height. Maybe she should be a little shorter. But other than that, I mean, I'm not going to complain too much about it. As long as she's flat-chested, has the orange hair, I'm fine with that shit. Or has a little bit of something. Come on. She could have a little bit of something. Even though she's described almost like literally flat as a board. But, so Clary, I don't have a problem with. Alec, in both the movie and the TV series, character-wise, I think they casted him pretty goddamn well. Same with Simon. Simon, they got down perfectly. I love it. I love how Simon's both actors who play Simon. I don't know if he's the same one or not. I don't think so. But I liked how Simon is. Simon is good. I'm fine with Simon. Okay, let me get to Isabel. Isabel's a really tough character to cast. And the Isabel they picked in this one for the TV series is too goddamn short. Jesus Christ, can't you put more heel on her? Like, for crying out loud. She's supposed to be a fucking glamazon. She does not look like a glamazon in this TV series. At least in the movie, I will say that Isabel looked a little bit better. She did. And Alec's eyes, I don't think Alec's eyes are the deep blue that they're supposed to be. And that kind of bothers me because Alec is supposed to have these beautiful blue eyes. So if you could put contacts in fucking Magnus, put contacts in fucking Alec. Just do it. Because everything else about Alec, I don't have a problem with. It's just the eyes that kind of bother me. And that bothered me in Harry Potter as well. Because Daniel Radcliffe, I'm sorry, you should have been wearing green fucking contacts. I just realized that too. If I go back and forth, I'm sorry. This is just a spur of the moment kind of book nerdigan rant here. But what's the other thing that I was thinking of? Oh, let me get to Luke. First of all, Luke, I'm gonna probably sound racist, but Luke isn't fucking black. I'm sorry, he's not black. He just isn't. You have everything out, and the other thing I have a problem with, Valentine's not a blonde in either movie. Movie or TV show, Valentine is not blonde. Why the fuck is Valentine not blonde? He's supposed to be blonde because Jace is supposed to think that he's his father, and because the blonde hair has that connection there. So for crying out loud, come on. And I don't think they've gotten to that point yet in the TV show where both her and if both her and Jace have already been kidnapped, then we already have the awkward thing. And like I'm so confused while watching the show. I'm so confused. I don't know which book they're on, and it seems like they're still on the Mortal Cup. And here's the problem: if you're still on the Mortal Cup, then why the fuck are you having Luke tell Clary everything, including the demon blood, when we don't know about the demon blood until later in the series when her and Jace, I think it was in I want to say it was City of Glass, where her and Jace go to the old Wayland house and get the diary, and also not only get the diary, meet oh god, I can't remember his name. They meet the angel there. I don't understand why this is happening. Like, I remember Magnus telling about the circle. I remember Luke telling about the circle, and I think Luke got healed at Magnus's place in this episode, but I don't remember Luke ever getting healed at Magnus's. I remember Luke getting healed at the police station with the werewolves, but not there. So that really bothers me. And the other thing is they were talking about, like, an arranged marriage with Alec. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? That never happened in the book. Quit making shit up. It's, oh my gosh. Oh, I can't. I just can't. As soon as I saw that, I gave you a chance, Shadowhunters. I'm probably gonna still use Shadowhunters gifs on Twitter though. But I tried. I fucking tried, man. We're still on the Mortal Cup, and so City of Bones, and you're fucking shit up already. I can't. I just can't. I strive for perfection when it comes to book-to-movie adaptations. I can't do it anymore. And I'm gonna, in the next rant, I will talk about manga to anime adaptations, because those just, I can't do it anymore. I just can't. And it's really frustrating, because I love watching anime, and yeah, that's a whole different thing. But I love books, and I love movies, and it's like, I just don't understand the disconnect. And then I heard that they're going to make a movie based on the Fallen series by Lauren Kate, which I'm currently rereading. I had to take a break from it for the next couple of days because I have an exam on Thursday. But I'm scared. I'm scared what they're going to do to that movie. I really, really, really am. I really am. But unless I've read the book, I'm not going to... Oh, I almost forgot. Hunger Games. Okay, Hunger Games had great casting. Not gonna hate on the casting too much. It's just, I understand what the movies are trying to do, but I want to see it how I read it. I want to see it from how I read it. And I didn't like that they got rid of Cinna's assistants in Mockingjay. That kind of bothered me because they kept Effie there because we assume that Effie is dead. So that kind of bothered me. And I didn't even bother watching the whole thing for Mockingjay. I tried for Hunger Games, like I'll go in and out, like when it's on TV or something. And I will say I love Jennifer Lawrence as Katniss though. Jennifer Lawrence as Katniss, the Peeta casting is perfect, the Gale casting is perfect. Again, I'm saying the casting itself isn't bad. It's just how it's executed kind of frustrates me. And that's a consistent problem. Okay, so I mentioned Luke and Shadowhunters. Who is the other one that really... Oh, I mentioned Valentine. Valentine in both movies. The movie and the TV show. I'm trying to think if I missed anything else. Oh, fuck. I did... for those that are... Oh, by the way, because of that Twilight movie, I will never, ever, ever read the Twilight books. And that put me off from vampire books. It really did. Because for those nerdigans that know me, in case you don't know, I like to go against the trend. So I like what other people don't like. And if I create a trend, whatever. But anyway, I want to know what your experiences are with book to movie adaptations, because I'm so annoyed with them. I want them to just burn in hell. I really do. Oh, I should mention one other one that really was, oh, I almost forgot Percy Jackson. Oh my god. Those movies were so bad. If you're a Percy Jackson fan, don't even go watch Percy Jackson or Lightning Thief or Sea of Monsters. It was terrible. The casting was meh. And first of all, you didn't have Annabelle looking right in the first movie. She's supposed to be blonde and she's supposed to be thin. She was not exactly thin in that movie. Second movie, they actually made her a blonde, so woohoo! But seriously. Anyway, I want to know what you guys think. What's your book to movie adaptations experience or TV experience? Are you? I've never read. I tried reading Lord of the Rings, so it was too. Lord of the Rings was too detailed for me. I might try and reread them, but I'm not that big into high fantasy. I'm more into urban fantasy. So I'll try Lord of the Rings again, but I just remember reading it and I was like, oh my god, this is so boring. But the movies were nice. I like those movies. I think it's more along the lines, if I don't read the book and go see the movie instead, I'll probably enjoy the movie. But once I start reading the book and then go see the movie, it pisses me off. But anyway, I want to know what you Nerdigans think. So remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. And also, for more, if you want, because pretty soon I'm going to start putting special videos for my Patreon users. So if you want to be part of the exclusive Nerdiganness, please go donate to my Patreon, which is in the description below, and I will make sure that there's exclusive videos up there pretty soon. Maybe I'll probably do like a day early video or something, depending on the book. But yeah. So anyway, I feel so much better now that I got that off my chest. Seriously, that shit was pissing me off. So again, I want to know what your guys' experiences are, and I will. Oh, and also follow me on Twitter, because you will see my. If you want to see more Nerdigan madness, just follow me on Twitter too, because I go fucking crazy. And by the way, another thing that pissed me off is I think Entangled. I think it was Entangled Publishing, or one of the book publishers that I follow on Twitter, they stole my word. They used Nerdigans. I was like, no, it's my word, you fuckers. I swear, I need to copyright that shit. I need to copyright that word, Nerdigans, because that's my thing. Hell, I'm fucking Nerdigans Inc. So until the next rant, which will be the manga to anime adaptation, I'm probably gonna make it right after this. I'll see you guys later. Bye.